Morning folks, and welcome back. It's been a while, hasn't it, but God, it was worth it. So look at this, today we are out making up for lost time in at the peaks on a snowy Sunday, and what a day it is. It's bloody cold, I'll tell you that for sure, but look at that view now coming over into the peaks. So today we're just going to do a little bit of a circular, just testing some gear out, ready for the winter camp in 2 weeks time. So just testing some heated gear that's been sent me, and the new, oh wow, look at that. Hang on a minute, I've got a problem with the front camera, recording stopped. That's bloody typical, that, isn't it? Okay, we'll try that again, seeing as my camera decided to stop recording. No idea what that was about, never had that before, so I'll just check the SD card and put it back in, and it seems okay. But anyway, the idea of today is just to do a little peaks circular. Now the ice has decided just to melt a little bit. It's been like minus 15 in parts of the UK through the last week, so we just got the temperatures lifted a bit now, and the roads are a little bit back to black, so it's safer to come out and do a bit of a ride. So we're going to do a little bit of a test on some of the heated gear we've got today, ready for the winter camp, which is in a fortnight. So we've got the batch of heated gloves back to test, and I've got another pair of heated gloves, heated gilet. This is all from Savia Heat, and the new lid. So if you notice, it's a little bit of a new look for me today, and we're testing out the Nexx lid, adventure style, full face. That's a first for me. So we're going to see how it gets on, because obviously you guys know I've had a lot of problem with misting up on the Shoei, and I was going to replace it, even though the Shoei does have the equivalent of a 120 pin lock. This is slippy. I have had nothing but trouble with it, and so far this Nexx lid has the pin lock 70 in it, and apart from that little bit of moisture you get just underneath your bottom of your visor, the whole visor stayed clear from wearing this so far. So far so good. But great vision and very, very comfortable helmet, the Nexx X Wed 3. So like I said, it's the first, apart from the Bobhead B1, the first visored full face I've had for a long time, since I had a Bell Carbon a few years back, and I didn't get on with it. So that's, I've always had the flip fronts because of the comfortability, is that a word, of them, and the easiness to flip them up and do a few things, then talk to you guys and whatnot, or your mates, and off you go. But I always felt a bit cramped in them, but so far this is very, very comfortable. It was a little bit tight at first. I thought, after reading the reviews on this, that it would bed in, and to be honest with you, after an hour's wearing it, it has started to bed in on the cheek pads, and it is a very, very comfortable lid. And vent wise, I'm feeling cool air through the two top vents above my head, which is a first. That's what I want, just to keep that air flowing inside the lid and stop myself from steaming up. Obviously the camera's covering the front chin vent, which is not ideal again, but so far I've got vision, and that is what I am after, which I didn't have with the show. Look at this view, folks, coming over the peaks now on one of my favourite roads into Hayfield. It just changes. You got Kinder Scout, which you won't be able to see on camera, just where I'm looking at now on the top, full of snow. But what a brilliant place for riding. It just changes season by season, so it's nice to have the black roads and get out and explore some snowy roads today. So we'll see how far we can get, because obviously there's still going to be a lot of ice about on the higher parts, which hasn't melted off. So we've got to be a little bit careful, seeing as I'm not on knobbly tyres. These Adventure ADV tyres now are on about 50% worn, so they'll get one trip out of them for the winter camp and probably change them again then. But again, I'm just testing the GoPro out with the mic setup as well, so hopefully I don't have any problems when we're away for the weekend on that winter camp. So everything's under test today, visor up, visor down. I've tried two different mics. I'm just trying to see which works best when I'm putting it down in the editing suite for you guys. But I've got the Severe Heat gloves, battery gloves on, and like I said, I've got a new pair in my top box I'm going to show you guys in a bit, and I'm wearing their heated gilet, which they very kindly sent me because they will be sponsoring the winter camp. So thanks very much, Severe Heat, for sending me those items, for keeping me snug and warm. But I will say, when we're on that 2 days tour, I probably will have the Gerben plug-in ones on the bike and just wear these for the second day and the other stuff off the bike, just for easeability, because I can't charge the batteries while we're camping to full extent. So that's the only thing when you're away, but you can actually get a bike kit to keep the gloves plugged in on the move if you so desire. But so far I've got these on medium heat and my hands are very toasty, and I'm going to be honest now, because I've been wearing that heated gilet the last couple of cold rides from Go Cozy, which they sent me, which has been brilliant. I've been wearing it out and about with the missus, out shopping. Whenever it's been cold, it's been great. But the one that I'm wearing now from Severe Heat is absolutely, it's as hot as my Gerben plug-in one. It really is toasting. My back is like leaning on a radiator. So I'm really appreciating the heat I'm getting from that. And I've probably got about 2.5 hours maximum heat, so I'll probably turn it down in a bit, but just trying to test everything out so I know its capabilities if the temperature does drop while we're away. And currently we're on 39 degrees Fahrenheit, so that's about 4 degrees Celsius. So we're heading up now on Rushup, Edale and the Blue John Cavern Road. So hopefully this is black top and they've done the job of keeping this clean and clear the last few days. But the road's closed. That's no fun, is it? That's no fun. Closed that due to ice, which means we're going to have to go the other way around, which isn't a problem. All it means it's a longer way around, but what I'm concerned about is if I come off on the other road, is that they closed it both ways in. I don't know why they've done that, because snow's not particularly bad and it's not actually had any snowfall for the last few days, so it's just been ice really. And you're right close to Derbyshire's council's gritting yard as well, so they haven't got really any excuses. That's a shame, because I've not been up that road for a while. We've always done it on this one, folks, so just trying to give a little bit of a different perspective instead of going up the same roads all the time. I've still got to be careful though, because like I said, the roads are very greasy. We're down at 38 degrees. I do have every faith in these tyres, but not on ice, because ice is just like wet grass to these and they don't like that. Actually got a new pair of pants on as well, trousers. The Spada Tucson, or whatever you call them, version 3 though. I had the first ones for a couple of years, as you know, and they've been a brilliant, absolutely amazing pair of textile trousers, and for the price point in comparison to, you know, some of the others at £400 plus, or your Gore-Tex and your other triple line trousers, there ain't no comparison for the price, because these are on offer at the moment at Sports Bike Shop. I think I got them for about 92 quid, reduced for about 180, which even at £180 I still would be happy paying that, because I know how damn good they are. And the great thing about the version 3 is that they have a zip out waterproof liner as well. With the first ones I had, they didn't. So now you've got a thermal liner and a zip out waterproof liner, so, and the vents on them then, the mesh underneath, so you can wear them as a summer pant as well. So all in all, absolutely brilliant value for money. Can't recommend it enough. So like I said, all new gear testing today, apart from my old jacket, but that's tried and tested to everything. They're sort of in two minds where they go Manchester Road, or Manchester Bends and up to Peak Forest through to sort of Chesterfield way, but my heart is set on when it's past. But I know yesterday there was a lot of idiots double parking on the icy verges, and for one, it's stopping people getting through, two, stopping emergency services, just no thought whatsoever. And it sort of makes you wonder whether they just close the road off to stop that happening, with the amount of people disappearing onto the hills, then having to get rescued from bloody mountain rescue services because they've gone up in a t-shirt just to take selfies and post it on Instagram. Funny enough, my missus says, "You're not going up on the icy snowfields, are you, just to take a picture?" And I'm just testing out my winter gear. I do like my sense of danger, as you know, but if it gets too bad, I'll turn around. So it looks like the back road now, no, they've closed that as well. So looks like we're not going down when it's past today. That is an absolute damn shame. So not to worry, we've just got a longer excursion. So my short little excursion ride today has just got longer and longer. So it's a 2.5 to 3 degrees maximum now at the moment. The problem is the more I go into the snowfields, the colder it's going to go and the more ice is going to be on the road. So just going to be a bit apprehensive. I was just going back to the Nexx lid as well. I will say, as it's got a little bit colder, the air, breath from my nose, I'm getting a little bit of water moisture droplets quite a bit down at the bottom here, which is pretty normal with any helmet. But my vision across the top has stayed completely clear. If I was wearing the Shoei now, I would have to keep stopping and wiping the inside of it because it'd be just too much moisture. It just wouldn't escape. But because I can feel the cold air through the top vents, which I've left open, that's exhausting through the back and pulling that air through, so it's helping to keep me clear. I'm just interested to see what it's going to be like in the rain as well now. But with having the 7 vents on this lid is the reason why I went for the Nexx X Wed 3. It stands to reason that with a lid, if you're going to wear it in hot or cold, you want venting in both. That's going to be a good road to do actually, but I bet that'll be closed at the bottom where it goes up to when it's past anyway. We'll forget about that one. But that style, functionality, having the pen look and everything else made this the choice for me. So hopefully I will get on with it, and gives you guys a little different perspective after watching me wear that Shoei lid for the past couple of years. So we just crossed across to Bradwell Moor and down onto the other side of Castleton, but I'm going to try into Castleton, but I just don't think we can get up that side of Winnets, and there's no way I'm going to do the Edale Road up. The idea was you could have come across and shown you the view into Edale from the top, but with that road being closed, we're trying to skirt round on the other way. I didn't want to go as far as the Yonderman and in towards Chesterfield because it's too far for me, and I'm trying to do a little bit of a circular run today, just for testing the gear out obviously. But I'll tell you what, I've got a nice wide view from this helmet as well, this Nexx helmet, and I always found with the Shoei it was a little bit sort of up to here, cut across. It wasn't bad, but you certainly notice a difference with this lid as well, so dead happy with it. So I'll just enter in a snowy Castleton. Probably a lot's melted off, which is good news really for me, because these roads would have been pretty damn treacherous yesterday. I was going to come out yesterday, but it didn't lift above freezing yesterday at all, so that road's closed. So they closed all the higher routes, so I don't know what it's going to be like out of town, and I'm guessing they've closed the one up to when it's past, seeing as they closed the ones in. But we might get probably just as far as the Devil's Arse, and I think it'll probably be closed from there. Popular in there today with people walking. Big snowball fight going on. Brilliant. Always popular around here as well. These cars parked up now. Probably walkers going up to the top because they probably, like I said, just leave your door open, why don't you? Close the road up to win it anyway. So don't blame them. In fact, there is cars going up there. That's unusual. So they haven't closed the road this way. So why is that? Unless they've closed it at Peak Cabin. We'll soon find out. Unless they've only just opened the road now because the ice has melted off, I don't know. So I'm going to try and get down, which I doubt it, towards Mamour car park, because I'm guessing that's still going to be all snowed over. They've had some drifting round here. Go on then. So round here up Mamour, which is clouded in the mist, and the road that was closed is the road down here. Get out with a little bit of sunshine on that hill there, looks brilliant. Like a dragon's back. Look at these cars in this snowy lay-by here. Looks like someone's been having some fun skidding to get out. And there's another one. You're not going to get in there, pal. Now that looks a little bit sketchy down there. I was going to go in here, but I think we'll pass Blue John Cabin. Just a shame, really, because, well, to be honest with you, you're not going to see much over the top of the tour anyway. But you see this parking on here. This is no parking zone, and that's what has been annoying the Peak Park with people double parking along here. But can't blame them if they don't clear the lay-bys, can you? Get the sledges out, and someone's going to be having some fun. Which sort of making me think now, can I get to the Edale Road at the top, but where I normally park again is going to be covered in ice. Car park says close, and yet everyone's in it. Let's just pull up, have 2 minutes to admire the view. One dirty girl. Pan America, she loves getting dirty. Can't falter. Look at this. Look at this view. Look at these drifts. Look at that. you don't want to be riding in these drifts, do you? Brilliant. So is that a road closed sign? Because obviously it's all open now. It's just a nice warning sign. Yeah, they must have opened it early because the temperature's lifted now. But I bet this was pretty impassable last week after the snow. So I did say to you guys I'd show you these new slimline gloves from Savia Heat that they sent me, and to be fair, they are brilliant. They're a slimline glove, so the dexterity you keep without the bulkiness of a main motorbike glove. You're not going to wear them on the bike. Well, I probably will at some point if it's not too bad on the roads, like. But these are fantastic. You've got an anti-slip grip on here. Battery pack sits inside this little zip pocket here, so just inside there, it's completely out of the way. You wouldn't even know you've got a battery in there. And you've got 3 heat settings on the glove here. How cool are those? Brilliant. So they're going to be fantastic off the bike to keep my hands warm on the winter camp, and also the heated gilet that I'm wearing as well here now. Brilliant fit. I'm an XL and it's a snug fit, so if you want it a little bit bigger, I suggest you maybe just go up one size. But again, I've had this on for 2 hours now on full heat. You got heat settings up here, so you can swap these over between hot, sort of medium, and I wouldn't say cold, but a low heat, a medium, and then a high heat as well. So 3 heat settings on there. But I know you guys have seen me do the one from Go Cozy as well. But I will admit that one is brilliant. I've been wearing that everywhere. But this one is as hot as my Gerbing plug-in gear. It is really, really toasty on my back. So again, 2 hours and it's still giving me heat. Out in the weather's like this now, and it's probably below freezing as it is. The fog's come down and I'm pretty well toasty. So yeah, brilliant pieces of kit. So thanks Savia Heat for sending me these. If you guys are interested in these, I'll put a link up for these so you can go and check them out. And there you go. So yeah, let's get back on the bike. Right then folks, time for a foggy again, which seems to be the in thing these days, doesn't it? Switch these onto hot. Yeah, it seems to be the common thing now, me and fog every time I go out, so hopefully that can change. But that is pretty damn thick, so there's nothing coming now, so safe to go. Let's get my ass off this foggy, snowy road. Whew, the wind's picking up as well. But anyway folks, thanks for coming along for today's ride. Hope you've enjoyed our little excursion out in the snow. And again, if this is your first time watching ALCHEMOTO, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. It doesn't cost nothing, but it helps me get to that 5,000. That's what we're trying to do early on this year, folks. Look how the snow's disappeared in the distance, just patches as we're heading down from the peaks. and that's good news for me because the temperature is going to rise as well. But anyway, folks, again, thanks for watching. Please do hit the subscribe button, please like, share and comment if you dare. But until the next time, folks, ALCHEMOTO signing out. We'll see you later. Thanks again.